The LV County Championship 2nd Division leaders Derbyshire were made to work hard to stay in touch with their opponents Northamptonshire on the second day of their match at Wantage Road. Northants resumed on the second morning in their first innings on 311 for 6, looking to add to that through James Middlebrook and David Murphy. They advanced the total along to 323 in the first 7 overs of the morning, but then Murphy edged a drive off Tony Palladino behind to go for 20. So in at number 9 came David Willey, who yet again showed his talents with the bat in his hand. He's been in tremendous form of late, and so it can no longer come as any surprise when he starts firing off shots of quality such as these. This was the pick, a stand and deliver shot which was struck so well that it flew over the long off boundary for a 6. With Middlebrook, who began the day on 50, happy to play second fiddle, this pair took the score to 383 with a partnership of 60 in 12 overs. It was ended when Middlebrook was bowled by a ball which straightened from David Wainwright. Willey kept going though, and he reached his 4th 50 of the summer, all coming in recent weeks. It had arrived at a runner ball and included 4 fours and that 6. He now averages in the mid-30s this summer. Just shy of 400, although past the time in which bonus points were scored, Palladino had Lee Daggett taken behind for 2. And 3 balls later, the same bowler trapped Jack Brooks right in front to finish with figures of 5 for 82 for his 3rd 5-wicket haul of a productive summer. Willey, who was rewarded with a new contract earlier in the day, was left unbeaten on 60 as Northants were dismissed for 400, giving Derbyshire plenty of time in the day to fight back with the bat. They made a change to their opening pair with Usman Khawaja joining Matt Lineker, and this pair made a steady start with a stand of 36 in the first 11 overs. Khawaja had come into the match with a match-saving 100 under his belt, but here he was out with just 16 runs to his name as Daggett had him LBW. Then in the next over, Willey clipped Lineker's off stump, the batsman becoming the latest in a number this week to go after shouldering arms. That left Derbyshire on 40 for 2. They're just beginning to offer the odd nerve or two, having led the 2nd Division for so long, but Wes Durston often calms things down, and he was soon tucking into Middlebrook. Derbyshire knew that a win here would vastly improve their chances of earning promotion for the first time in the Championship, and they looked to one of this season's LV breakthrough players, Dan Redfern, to show what he's all about. He was going along nicely when Durston was legged before to Andrew Hall at 79 for 3. Such events may have persuaded the 2nd Division front-runners that the best they could get from this contest was a draw, but Redfern and Wayne Madsen, who dropped down the order after an indifferent run of form at the top, had certainly not given up just yet, although at the front of their minds would have been avoiding being asked to follow on for the 2nd successive match. The target to do that was 251, and this pair managed to take their side to within 100 runs of that, with Redfern passing a 50 for the 7th time this summer in the process. A 76-run stand was forthcoming as this pair carried the total to 155, but 2 late wickets in the day did them no favours. On 70, Redfern edged Middlebrook behind, and the same 2 combined in the spinner's next over to remove the night watchman Palladino for a duck. Madsen and Ross Whiteley did see out the remaining 4 overs to dilute the damage, but Derbyshire still have work to do to restore parity in this game. They'll resume on the 3rd morning on 163 for 5, trailing by 237 and needing another 88 to avoid that follow-on. Crucially, Madsen is still there on 37.